and a naked girl. I have begun feeling the chilliness in my residence. As for Kuro and the others' pups, they are still cute, but there is already a horn growing in their heads. I became a little melancholic since winter will arrive soon. The fruit tree did not bear fruits yet. I expect it next year. I have stored a considerable amount of food, to the point that I have to build more underground storage. You can call it thorough. I have raised and harvested more crops now. Thought the waterway is still incomplete. In addition, I haven't secured salt yet. Will I be alright? I feel like I haven't tasted any salt salinity ever since coming to this world. I have only eaten either produce or hunted animals and now, fish. Can it be supplemented by animal meats? I'm not quite sure. I roast them. However, it is not possible for me to eat them raw, though my physical condition might worsen in the future. I can't do anything for now. Let's make it my objective next year. I'll make it my top priority. TN. Why does it seem like he urgently needs salt? Salt plays a crucial role in maintaining human health. It is the main source of sodium and chloride ions in the human diet. Sodium is essential for nerve and muscle function and is involved in the regulation of fluids in the body. Next is waterway building. I want a wife. Sleeping alone at night is lonesome, especially when I see the harmonious family of the Kuros. Zubaton suddenly consoles me. Thanks. My plan for winter. I decided to make various things with wooden stones this year, so I collected materials. Currently, I managed to unite woods without water leaking on them. I'm currently using resins in order for that method to succeed, but now I'm aiming for no water leak even if no resin is used. Devising the angle by carving the wood where the parts joins, I managed to prevent water leak. It prevented water leak, but when more load was put in it, it cannot take the water pressure, so I devised the carving to strengthen the unification. Perfect. I utilized it presently at the water container in the dog area. This is one step closer to the bath. The fruit trees are also giving me a good feeling, so I'm thinking of planting cypress. For the sake of the bath, Kuroichi and the others' children don't have names except for one. It is because there are too many of them. It is also difficult to distinguish them. I'm thinking of asking Zubaton to make scarves with names. I named Kuro's 4 new pups: Kurogo, Kuroroku, Kuronana, and Kurohaki. Kurogo and Kuroroku are males while Kuronana and Kurohaki are females. This is not discrimination. They are living near my residence, so there are a lot of chances for us to meet. A pure white puppy is born among the new pups, and it is the pup of Eris and Kuroyan. I named it because it's completely distinguishable. Fubuki. I think it suits her because she looks like snow. TN. Fubuki equals blizzard. She's female. At the time when the horns can be clearly seen on the forehead of the puppies, Zubaton informed us that there was an incident on the north side. It seems that the urgency is higher than usual, so I have a bad feeling. To affirm my hunch, I was surprised to see the Kuros running all together on the north side. The puppies also acted similarly. Why did a dangerous guy come? I took out the AFT and followed the Kuros. When I arrived at the place where the Kuros surrounded, I saw a naked girl. She looks like in her lower grade of elementary school. She has silver hair and an outstanding pretty face. In the future, she'll absolutely be a beauty. However, her body was full of scratches made by the Kuros. She's currently being confronted by the Kuros with a big tree behind her. The Kuros are attacking her one after another, on one place after another. She was blown in succession. Even if the girl is an enemy, why are the Kuros not holding her down even though their difference in physique is clear? No, wait. They have to calm down. However, even though I already clapped my hands, the Kuros are still hostile. The surrounded girl noticed me. Help me. Good. I can understand what she said. I felt something after hearing words after a long time. All right. I passed through the Kuros and came in front of the girl. Chapter 23. Savage. When I came in front of the girl, I had the Kuros fall back and take off my jacket to temporarily cover her body. It seems like it gives the girl a breather, so she approached me. Don't be scared. As I said that, the girl bit my neck and sucked my blood. The girl grows rapidly. Until a while ago, she looks like a lower elementary schooler. Now she looks like in her upper grade. Her body, which is full of injuries, recovers in a dash and becomes glossy. I was surprised when the girl suddenly sucked my blood and it made me unable to move. Kuro made his move and took the girl away from me. After that, the dogs attack the girl. Wait. It's a misunderstanding. Stop attacking, please. Fubuki dashed. The girl was thrown in the air and was attacked by the dog again before she hits the ground. When the girl fixes her posture in the air, another dog jumps higher and slams her on the ground. It's a body slam. Seeing that, I regain my composure. Wait. I stopped the Kuros. The Kuros obediently followed me, but they are still in their attack mode posture. As for the girl, the Kuros badly bruised her again and she returned to being a lower grade elementary schooler. No, she's smaller now compared to earlier. Are you an enemy? No. Please tell these fellows to calm down. You sucked my blood but you're not an enemy? The girl before me might be a vampire. I don't have any idea if there is anyone else can do that. I apologize for sucking your blood. I would have died if I stayed in that state any longer. When you suck blood, you recover. Yes, that's why the Kuros attacked her. She immediately sucked my blood as soon as I let my guard down. Will there be any effect now that you sucked my blood? I heard that if a vampire sucks your blood, you will turn into a lower class vampire. It should have had a charm effect, but it looks like it doesn't work on you. DN. It has no effect. Will I also become a vampire? Will I become an undead? You won't. If you dislike it, I won't ask for your blood anymore. I see. In other words, I won't be facing any problem with what had happened. Yes. I only drank your blood to recover. I apologize for the sin I committed unto you, so please overlook it. Let me think. For the time being, do you want to suck a little more of my blood? It seems like the girl and the Kuros were surprised with my proposal. Is it all right? I don't mind. You're not an enemy, right? The girl bit my neck while being modest. Shut you. She's sucking it. The girl's body grows from a lower grade elementary schooler to an upper grade elementary schooler and finally into a junior high schooler. The wounds on her body disappears beautifully too. A mysterious spectacle. Phew. The girl shows a satisfied expression. I checked my body. Though my blood was sucked, there is no effect. In my previous world, I understand how bad you'll feel if blood was extracted from your body, but I don't feel like my blood has decreased. How about a little more? I asked her to suck more. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. The girl sucks my blood. From a junior high schooler, she grows into a high schooler. As expected, I don't feel like losing blood at all. Good. Can you drink a little more? I can. The girl sucks my blood further. From a high schooler, she became a university student. Phew. Any more than this? The girl says that as if hesitating. No, she is not a girl. Beside me is a beautiful woman. She can suck that much blood without me being affected thanks to the gift God gave me when I came into this world. Healthy body. This might also be the reason why the charm has no effect on me. Anyway, before me is a beautiful woman. Moreover, she's naked. I told the Kuros to disperse and decided to invite her to my house. What? Did I act like a savage? The number of residents increased. Chapter 24. Lu. The name of the vampire is Lula. She equals Lu. I have tried calling her in a number of ways but it eventually becomes Lu. By the way she addressed me changed from savage, erotic beast, bastard, village chief, and now husband. Because I accepted Lu, the Kuros accepted her too. I was careless, so when she met Zabuton and her spiderlings, she fainted. Although she's a vampire, she's still a woman. One would normally be surprised if she saw a giant spider with a lot of big spiders. After she recovered, she somehow accepted my explanation. However, she was startled when Zabuton sneaked behind her. Lu doesn't necessarily need blood. She can also eat the foods that I eat. She especially likes tomato. Though she fought with the Kuros, they got along well as they have similar taste. Zabuton requested me for potatoes, so I cooked using tomatoes and potatoes. A shocking truth was found out because of that. It started when Lu ate what I cooked. You didn't add salt? There is no salt. I looked for it but can't find it. I would never forget Lu's expression during that time for the rest of my life. I accompanied Lu to the well. It is the first well that I dug diagonally. I thought that we're going to the bottom, but we stopped somewhere near the entrance. She knocked on the wall and tried to cut off a part of it. The ground around there is hard, really hard. Therefore, she just shaved off the rock-like wall. Lou and I returned and boiled it in a pot with water. If you boil it like this, salt will come out. Once all the water boils, what will be left is salt. I obtained the salt that I desire. A few days later, we finally made salt. The food now has saltiness. It seems that in this area, there is no rock salt, but there is a layer of soil salt. The depth is about 50 centimeters from the ground. Is the whole forest covered with that? Well, the plants in this forest seem to be special. By the way, thanks to the AFT, the crops are growing in the fields, but because of it, we won't be able to extract salt from the soil in the fields. I offer my prayer to the shrine I made near the big tree. Changing the topic, I checked the surface of the reservoir if there is salt soil there. There is. The salt layer might dissolve into the water, so I took some soil from another place to cover the layer of salt soil and beat it with a hammer. I beat it again and again to harden it. Lou seems to be able to make her own clothes using magic. The first time I met her, she was stark naked. It seems that she needs magical power to maintain the clothes. She was wounded that time, so she was not able to. Magical power. Magical power. I was impressed when I saw Lou making fire with magic. Going back to the topic, Lou can make clothes with magical power, but now she's wearing clothes made by Zubaton. It seems like the clothes Zubaton makes are better than the nobles have, so Lou likes it a lot. By the way, Lou can freely change her body size. During the day she makes her body smaller, similar to a junior high school student. As for the reason why she's bigger at night and smaller at day, it seems like in order for me to be prudent. In short, MC won't lay his hands on Lou when she looks like a Lilai. So she wants me to be prudent. I'll be prudent. A little. It seems like erotic beast San doesn't have much self-control. Well, since the residents have increased, I need to prepare more for winter. Will be in trouble if I don't. But since I already have planned various things since spring, it won't change that much because the population only increased by 1. Conversely speaking, I'm glad that the number of people who can harvest increased, since Zubaton's spiderlings can't harvest root crops. No way. That's dirty. Lou seemed to oppose doing farm work in the beginning, but after 2 to 3 days, she no longer minds it. Her adaptive power is over 9,000 TN. Supposed to be she has high adaptive power. After eating, before sundown, I asked Lou if she can teach me magic. I managed to understand the theory, but I can't use it. Lou said, I'm a person with no magical talent. Regrettable. It seems that people with no magical talent can learn magic in about 10 to 20 years. However, the magic they can learn is limited on lighting a bonfire. Well, it's not worth the effort. Lou can use variety of magics. It seems that she's a famous mage before she comes here. In short, she can use variety of magic because she studied different type of magic. Among them is light magic that is useful in daily lives. In the darkness of the night, the place where she casted magic will be moderately bright. It seems like if it is casted before the night, it will roughly last until dawn. Moreover, the insects won't go near the light magic compared to a bonfire. It's really convenient. The downside is that it requires magical power to turn it off. I currently find it useful in lighting the toilet. I can use various powerful offensive magic. When morning came, I also asked her to lit the fire. No, you don't have to cast something at that level. Winter has come. I worked hard in various ways until spring. According to the trailer and Lane's illustration, the vampire's name is Lou. After 2 chapter, I'll also follow the trailer and will name the angel tier. Chapter 25. Winter was short and spring has come. I feel that the winter this year was short. Is it because Lou is here? In any case, spring has come. This year's goal: completion of the waterway. Let's do our best. The first thing I'll do this year is to plow the fields. I decided to make a new field on the north side for fruit trees. The size of the new area is a 16 4x4 square fields which are 50 meters each. The fruit trees I've planted will not bear fruits yet, but I know that they would as they grow up. Besides, fruit trees don't need much attention. Since Zubaton's spiderlings are working hard for pest prevention, my hardship is only at the beginning. The bodies of Zubaton's spiderlings have become bigger, so I think that the trees around here will become their new home. The trees I initially planted are apples, pears, tangerine, orange, persimmon, and peaches. In addition, I also tried planting grapes, pineapple, banana, cherry, and chestnut. After that, I planted a lot of tea trees too. Lou and I consumed a lot of tea, so the supply unexpectedly decreased. I will struggle making tea later, but that's another story. The Kuros went to the forest and began hunting. The first prey of this year is a huge wild boar. As usual, they call for me since they can't take it home. I'm sure they won't have any problem consuming it in the wild. However, securing meat gives a good feeling. If they continue like this, won't the preys around here disappear? Isn't it better to adjust their hunting pace to some extent? I am a little troubled. While worrying about it, the horn on the Kuro's head began falling. Will Kuroichi and the others' pups go out and find partner too because of this? I'll be happy if they could come back safely. While thinking about it, I think the pace will increase and it will be bad. Well, I'll think about it when the time comes. At any rate, before the pups of Kuroichi and the others leave to find partners, Zubaton's spiderlings had gathered in front of the hut where Lou and I lived. Why this atmosphere? Perhaps Zubaton's spiderlings lifted one of their legs and waved at me, then spit threads from their butt and flew away one after another. Are they going out to look for partners as well? So sudden. I made the fruit area for you. Unlike with the Kuros, tears fell from my eyes as I felt that they would not come back. Zubaton came in front of the crying me and raised one of her legs as if trying to comfort me. Behind Zubaton, there are still many spiderlings who had not left. You guys, is that so? You'll stay? And further behind were countless spiders as large as a fist. I see. Spring has come. After the spiderlings left, Kuroichi and the others' pups left to search for partners as expected. It is unexpected that some of them stayed. Looking at it, it seems that the ones who stayed are couples. I see. All of Kuro's pups, Kurogo, Kuroroku, Kuronana, and Kurohaki, left. It seems that they understand and naturally avoided being partners with blood relatives. The Kuros are clever. Fubuki, the only named pup of Eris, stayed with her partner, which is Zara's pup. Ara's son is tattered. Well, get along well. Given that there are new couples, it has been my daily routine to construct a shed at the dog area. Considering future expansion, it's impossible to construct a detached house for each one of them. Because of that, I made a long tenement-type sheds. I feel like I'm making horses stable. Well, I think that's not bad. Thinking about the number of pups who looked for partners, I made a lot of sheds. As it gets warmer and warmer, I wear the new clothes that Zubaton made. As usual, her fashion sense is better than mine. The clothes she made are results of trial and errors, so as a way of thanking her, I made wooden mannequins. The mannequins I made for her are of the same size of Lou and me. I'm looking forward to your future works. By the way, I also made several pieces of wooden hangers that can be used to store clothes. Zubaton's spiderlings who stayed seem to be able to make simple things like bags, but it is impossible for them to make things with complicated shapes. I put some grass into those bags to make something like a cushion. Lou seems to like the cushion. We usually sit on things made of woods and stones, so she wanted something soft. Lou has been trying hard to make an O-shape cushion for the toilet. Because of that, I suggested her to make a U-shape instead of an O-shape. She was pleased. And it seems like Zubaton's spiderlings are looking at me with eyes full of admiration. This is somewhat embarrassing because the idea came from my previous world. After that, I made some things like a sofa. Lou said that I should have made a bed first. I see. Is that a night invitation? I'll do my best. Chapter 26. Tendon. A woman with wings. Kuroichi's pups are about to come back. I was informed by Zubaton about an abnormality in the north. It's the same when Lou came. The Kuros all ran to the north at once while me and Lou chased them hurriedly. No way. Is there a naked girl again? Lou is enough for me. When we arrived at the place where the Kuros are, there was a trembling angel surrounded by the Kuros. Angel, She has blonde hair with a lovely face. She looks like a high school student. Her chest is really noticeable and she really has an appeal of a woman. She has large wings on her back and is wearing a pure white dress. Unlike the time with Lu, I don't think she'll suck my blood. She was bitten in her hands, feet, and wings and she was also knocked down. As expected, I entered the scene to intervene. Wait. It's exactly like what happened with Lu. After the Kuro's fall back, the judge that she was saved when she saw me and began crying. My desire to protect her stirred up, but I already have Lu. I tried to leave things to Lu but the angel got furious when she saw Lu. So this is where you have been, you rotten vampire. The Kuros respond to the rage and beat her up. For the Kuros, Lu is already a friend and a family. While feeling glad for confirming their feelings, I intervened again. Thank you very much. As expected, she's bleeding all over that it's dropping on the ground. She's pitiful. Thinking of what I could do for her, the angel manages to do something with her own power. With magic, she heals herself with healing magic. She stops the bleeding and cleaned her body and clothes with magic that I don't understand well. Is it cleaning magic? When I thought how convenient it is, Lu's competitive spirit lit up and says that she can also do it. Now, should I ask her to clean up the excrement that accumulated under the toilet? Though I can take care of it myself, I don't feel like doing it. I'm still not motivated enough. When the timing is right, I'll try asking her as a favor. As of now, I know that it will be of no use. Vampire. Why are you hiding here? Lu and the angel seem to know each other. Looking at it, it seems like they have a hostile relationship. Well, various things happened. Are you alright? That's quite painful. I'm okay now. It is no longer painful. I understand because I also almost got killed. You too? Yeah. They're merciless. Magic is also ineffective since they can evade it. It's alright. You are safe now, but it seems different now. It seems like there's a strange empathy born between them. I apologize for what happened that time. Therefore, let's stop the dispute here. You're apologizing. I understand. Let's stop our dispute. Thank you. Then, let me introduce you to my husband. Lu suddenly introduced me. A2. I'm Hiraku, Michio Hiraku. It has been a while since I introduced myself to someone, so I somewhat stuttered. Nice to meet you. I'm Tia. As you can see, I'm an angel. Angel race. There is such a race here too. I came here in pursuit of Luloshi-san. But pursuit? Yes. Luloshi-san acts violently in a town and she even has a bounty. I should look after Lu. Ahaha. I somewhat overdid it a little that time. It's not a little. Even though no one was injured, it crushed the face of the nobles. Ahaha. Lu adds. I came here because I wanted to escape from her. Escape? I have known Lu's character to a certain extent. She's not the type to escape. Lu answers my question. She's a little stronger than me because of affinity. Luloshi, you've changed. If it's you from before, you will absolutely not say that I'm stronger. Fufu. I realized my powerlessness. Ah, I see. I agree. Your self-conceit will really disappear. Tia and Lu looked at the Kuros at a distance. That number is foul. Yup. Since they will no longer fight, let's welcome her. Anyway, will you come to our house? It's a poor shed, but it's better than standing here. Right. Come in by all means. Lu unexpectedly invited her enthusiastically. Is that so? Then please excuse me for intruding. I disbanded the Kuros and headed to the shed where Lu and I sleep with Tia and Lu. As we enter the shed, Lu incited the three of us for some reason. Why you swindled me, you vile vampire. My body can't take it alone. Please do it with me. No one is fool enough to go with that. Release me. I'm already satisfied with Lu. Didn't I just say that my body won't last? Horror. Now the number of resident increased by 1. Tendon is a comedic term. It means repeating the same gag or silly line. Chapter 27. The number of residents increases. This has been the 10th day since Tia started living with us. She experienced everything Lu experienced and everything was settled now. She also fainted upon seeing Zabuton. Is it normal for women to faint upon seeing Zabuton? She's not that scary. Your body certainly won't last with that. Right. I was saved when you came. The two of them, who got along rapidly, are eating cucumber and tomato savorily. Tia seems to like cucumber and she's munching it grunchily. Tia looks erotic while Lu doesn't look suited for cucumber. You can escape via lilification, but I don't have the ability to do that. We need to consider other methods, like increasing the number of partners. You know husband's character. We want to increase our numbers, but he'll definitely get mad if we kidnap someone. Right. But don't worry, we don't need to kidnap someone. What's on your mind? I happened to see some before coming here. I'll take a leave for a while. If you run away, I will chase after you. I will not run away because my husband is here. Tia, after calling me in various ways, like Lu, called me husband. Several days after Tia went out for business, Kuroichi and the others' pups started to return. Some of them were tattered. Yoon, do your best. The dogs who got here for the first time shows vigilance against me and Lu, but became friendly when the Kuros mediated. There is no trouble at all. One of the returning pups is a little special. He brought back 3 partners. 3. It is one of the male pups of Iris. The 3 partners he brought home are all females. He looks weak but he doesn't have any injuries. It seems like he gets along well with the 3 he brought back. I thought they are strictly one man one wife. Am I wrong? Ma, as long as there will be no trouble I will not say anything. Like Fubuki, I also named him Masayuki. It is the main character of a rom-com battle manga from my previous world. He never decided who his partner will be, and in the end, he impregnated all the female characters. It made a big commotion in the net. The legendary man of harem, Masayuki. I don't yearn to be like him because it will take too much vigor. Don't I already like that with Lu and Tia? I decided not to think about it. When all of Kuroichi and the others' pups returned safely, it feels like density rose up in a dash. It seems like the tenement-style sheds I prepared was not that bad. Well, it is better than sleeping outside. And breeding will probably start. They go out to the periphery of the forest to hunt together and come back with prey on their mouth. I became busy with taking out blood and dismantling internal organs. In addition, they knocked down boars several times and called me to carry it back. Since I still need to take care of the fields, I've been working hard every day. Tia came back. Accompanying her were 7 women. Chapter 28. Hi Elf. I'm Ria. I'm Riss. I'm Riri. I'm Riff. I'm Rikoto. I'm Rise. I'm Rita. Ria, Riss, Riri, Riff, Rikoto, Rise, and Rita. All of these women, who introduced themselves, were all of the same race with long ears. Elf? We're high elves. But we don't mind if you call us elves. I don't really know the difference. Tia-san recommended us to come here. Please, let us live here. 82. When I looked at Tia, she placed her hands on my shoulders and looked straight at my face. I will explain their tragic past. The high elf women had lived in the village north of here. About 200 years ago, they got involved in a war involving humans and their village was destroyed. Because of that, their race scattered and began wandering to find a place they can reside. We've been living while moving in the forest for a long time. If we can't find a place to settle down, we won't be able to increase our population. Please, I beg of you. The 7 of them lower their head. It seems like the custom of lowering their heads is something they don't know, but Tia taught them in advance as a way of asking favor. I have never experienced something like this before. 7 women lowering their head before me makes me feel a bit shy. They can also be considered as manpower, so please. I also think that it's a good idea. I heard that high elves are smart and they look good too. Also, you are still young, right? Tia strongly pushes the idea and Lu approves it too. I'm the oldest. I am a little over 400. I'm the youngest. I am around 300. Ria is the oldest and Rita seems to be the youngest, but I don't understand their standard. Every one of them looks like university students. Some might even think they're high school students. All of these elves are beautiful, or their race is like that. Anyway, they are looking for a place to settle down. To be honest, I'm glad with the increase in manpower. There are various races cohabitating here. I don't mind as long as you don't start a fight. Therefore, I gave my permission. Thank you very much. I'll do my best. Please take care of me. Voices of joy came out from the 7 women. The 7 of them fainted upon seeing Zabuton. Then, fainted again when they saw the Kuros. This is the first time I saw someone fainting after seeing the Kuros. I wonder if they are not good with dogs. Afterward, a shed was built to secure residents of the 7. I decided to make a big one where the 7 of them could live in and not per individual. It's a big shed, so I guess it's a cottage. Let's just call it a house. As expected of a house that can accommodate 7 people, it can't be completed in one day. I'll just have Ria's group to sleep on tents for now. The cottage construction site is located in the south of the reservoir and west of the new field as requested by them. That will be southwest from my residence. They have requested to construct it there, but it's a little far away. Why? The size southwest area is similar to a 4x4 field and they requested it to be built in the center. They might feel lonely because there is nothing in the surrounding. Well, let's just hope they won't, since they are the one who requested it. Let's start the construction as planned. After that, I also made log fence and dug moat surrounding the southwest area. There is a moat that is in contact with the new field. I'll leave it for now. Defenses for places where people live in should be firm. After that, we decided the location of the well and the toilet and constructed it, thinking about the future development. We also made a basement and a dump site. I can turn all garbage into fertilizers using the AFT, but they can't do it. That's why they need a dump site. The digging and cutting of trees are my jobs, and the 7 of them are the ones processing the woods for construction. Compared to me, they are more powerful and more skillful. I watch them processing the woods, especially their method of uniting them. I feel like I'll obstruct their job if I help them, so I leave it to them. I dug holes, compact the ground, and gather wood according to their instructions. After 10 days, a fine log house was completed. Furthermore, it is an above-the-ground floor type and 2 floors. I'm slightly jealous, but I learned the method of their construction. Fufafu. It might be a good idea for me to make a new house. The log house is a horizontal rectangular type. Upon entering, you'll be in the large hall and dining area at once. It seems like a place where everyone can work or eat. There is an enclosure at the center of the room where one can lit fire. Is this hearth on the ground? It looks like it. There are doors on the left and right side of the hall. If it were me, I'll make them into kitchen and bath, but they made it into warehouses. There are also stairs on the left and right side of the hall towards the 2nd floor. On the 2nd floor, the rooms are on top of the warehouses and there is only one corridor that connects the left and right part. Because of that, the hall feels very open. The doors on the 2nd floor are lined up at a regular interval. Each one is a private room. Each room is a slender type. Inside is a bed, a cabinet, and a small desk and chair. All of them are made by me. Thanks to AFT, they are more dexterous than me, but they can't be faster than me since I have the AFT. If they don't like my works, they probably make one for themselves. There are 4 rooms on each side, so a total of 8. It seems that one room is vacant. With the futons, cushions, and curtains made by Zubatong and her spiderlings, I'm sure they won't have a problem sleeping. That's good. It seems that they have been accustomed to the life here by the time the log house was completed. They were especially impressed with the taste of the crops in the field. Their favorites are pumpkin, radish, eggplant, and for some reason, garlic. Visually, I want them to stop eating garlics like snacks. They also sometimes go hunting with the Kuros with bows in their hands. Since the Kuros don't seem to dislike their company, they are probably quite skilled. With Zubatong and her spiderlings, they can be relieved regarding clothing. Please, tell me if there is any problem. I understand, Village Chief. By the way, they call me Village Chief. I resisted, but it was futile. At first, they called me King, then Feudal Lord Sama, so I guess it's a good improvement. It took me a hard time to remove the Sama from Village Chief Sama. The next night after the completion of the log house, Ryu and the others flocked to my bed. What are you doing? To my question, they answered me as if everything was happening as it's supposed to be. Breeding. For the sake of our race, thank you. Tia-san said that if we settle here, we'll receive good seeds. I'll do my best. I asked Lu and Tia for help, but it was in vain. They knew it. So that's the reason why they built the house in the middle of the southwest area. Propagating the future. The population will increase because of breeding. I resisted, but it was in vain. Go on, abuse the weak me. Afterwards, the female camp discussed the rotation. They didn't ask me for anything. Consoling me, who's sitting in a triangular manner, is Kuroni and Iris Pup.